hear a gospel reading talking about somebody who is short. Zacchaeus was a short man, rich, a tax collector, a lackey for the Romans, the occupying force, and a thief. But he'd heard something about this man Jesus who was coming through. So, like a complete idiot, he climbed up into a tree so that he could see Jesus. And what happened? He didn't shout to the Lord, "Lord, I'm here, help me. Lord, I want to repent of my sins." He just went up into the tree to see Jesus. This was his only aim, to actually see this man of whom so much was being said. And simply because he wanted to see Jesus, without any theological understanding, simply because he wanted to see Jesus, Jesus said, "Come down. I'm coming to your house today." The mercy of God is endless. Here was a man, rich, dishonest, a lackey of the Romans, taking what he could from his own people, stealing from them, and no doubt stealing a bit from the Romans as well. Once you've got the gift, you can steal from whoever you like. This was the man into whose house Jesus was going. Not all those who would come to see him because whatever, but because he simply wanted to see Jesus. He came down, he went home, and Jesus was there in his house, in the house of a sinner. The holy people who'd come out to see Jesus were absolutely aghast. Look where he's gone. He's gone into the house of this sinner. And Zacchaeus, talking to Jesus alone, says to him, "Lord, today I give half of my goods to the poor. And if I have defrauded or stolen from anyone, I restore to them fourfold." As soon as Jesus came to him, he changed. This man now is no longer a thief, no longer a lackey for the Romans, but a follower of Jesus. Like us, a follower of Jesus. But I'm like Zacchaeus because I'm short. Am I like Zacchaeus because of how I live my life? I don't think I defraud anybody or steal from anybody, but there are lots of other things that I do and say. I hurt people. That's the same as stealing somebody's peace. I must give it back. I must change to be like Jesus, so that Jesus is in my house, living with me. So that I'm not me, I'm Jesus. This should be the aim of every Christian, to be like Jesus, so that we can be God to other people, bringing the love of God. What am I like in my daily life? What's my language like? How many expletives do we use an hour? Never mind a day. How many times do we condemn somebody else because we see them doing something we think they shouldn't be doing? How many times do we condemn other people because we know better? Do we know better? But do we do better? So many times people offend us. And what must we do about that? We must forgive them. Forgive them with a full, whole heart. I hate that saying, oh yes, I can forgive, but I can never forget. That means you haven't even started to forgive. If we are inviting Jesus to be part of our lives, then we should change. We should change. Let our time at school, or at work, or at play, be different to everybody else. Otherwise, we're not really Christians. We say we are, but we're not. So many times people come and ask for baptism. Adults. And I always say, yes. I don't say you must go through theological study first before you can be baptized. Jesus is welcoming. Jesus is kind. Come down, I'm coming to your house. But sometimes when I give them communion once they're baptized, they have not the foggiest idea of what they're doing. Some people try to eat the red cloth as it's held under their chin. Obviously they've never ever been to church. It's a start for them, a start. And hopefully it's a start which will grow in them. Zacchaeus, today I will give half my goods to the poor. Today, if I've defrauded anyone, I will pay back fourfold. Let it be as we approach God in this holy liturgy. Let it be, today I will become like Jesus. And cut 8 inches off your leg so that you could be short, because short is good. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the